Good afternoon from Universal Studios Florida. Today we are here to check out the Jaws 50th anniversary section. They rebuilt Amity Island over in the San Francisco area, so we're going to go take a look at that. And then we're also going to take a look at the annual Passholder discounted store and see if they have any good things there. So thanks so much for tuning into this video. Let's go ahead and head inside of Universal Studios Florida. So walking into Universal Studios, the first thing that I recognize is Universal Suites is back open. So we'll have to head back in there and see what's going on over there. But where we're headed is we're gonna go over this way and make a right into the Los Angeles district and go ahead and check out the Passholder store. So let's go head over to LA. And we have character overload. We have Scooby-Doo, we have Doc Brown, we have Betty Boop, Marilyn Monroe, The Simpsons. Everybody's out over here. Busy time in Hollywood, but we're gonna head right over here to the Williams of Hollywood for the annual Passholder exclusive store. So let's go ahead and head over here, Williams of Hollywood. So walking in right away, I noticed bathing suits, Today stuff, Universal Love merch. Go ahead and look over here. Some more basic Universal Studios stuff. More Universal Love things. Now, right now, everything in here is 60% off, so it's a great deal. So let's go ahead and head over here and see what else they have. Looks like a lot of Christmas stuff over here. Christmas ornaments. Christmas ornaments for Harry Potter, some stockings, some winter wear. Yeah, lots of stuff in here. They also have some Despicable Me merch, some Vicious Six, Villain Con merch, some Secret Life of Pet stuff. More Secret Life of Pet stuff. Some Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, some Captain America stuff over here. Yeah. Jurassic Park stuff. Lots of good stuff. And if we head into the last room here, it's all just rounders with some different t-shirts and things like that on it. So lots of good stuff in here for team members and annual pass holders. 60% off, not bad. All right, we are all done with the Passholder store. We got Thea a new outfit. We spent a total of $2, whopping $2 for a brand new shirt and pair of pants. Can't beat that. So now we're gonna make our way over to the San Francisco area, check out the Jaws stuff, see if they have any more Back to the Future 40th anniversary stuff, because I did get some of that. I want to see if there's any more. And then yeah, we'll see. Maybe go check out and see the ET area, DreamWorks area, and then see where we want to go from there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head over to San Francisco. All right, and we've made it to the San Francisco waterfront area right next to Richter's Burger and Co. They have transformed this little area back into Amity Island, which used to be all where Diagon Alley is. That's where the Jaws ride used to go through, and it used to be Amity Island. But Amity Island welcomes us here for their annual 4th of July celebration. Let's go ahead in and see what's going on back here. Stepping into the world of Jaws. So I'm gonna try to point out the things that are new, but I think it might just be the snack shack over there, besides some decorations. But everyone's coming over here to get their picture with Jaws. Got this little extra no swimming, hazardous conditions. Oh, and then they have another photo op over here. You got Jaws there. Got some Jaws fans over here. And then they have a picture here of the old attraction, like you're driving the boat for the attraction. So that's fun. That's a lot of fun. I like that they kind of brought that back. Something that I also just realized, You can still get some Jaws pressed pennies back over here. So it's pretty cool. So I think it's just a photo op. And then over here they have some additional snacks, but you can smell the fish when you're standing over here. So let's see. They got bucket of bait, which is crispy pieces of clam, shrimp, and oysters sitting on fries with lemon and sriracha ketchup. Or they have the lobster taiyaki, which is savory taiyaki filled with lobster salad. They have the Amity Island iced tea, or the Amity Island iced tea mocktail. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see what else is over here. The bill of fare over here. They have Nathan's hot dogs and funnel cake.
Let's follow him.
At the very end.
Keep that over here.
It's just a
And
cross.
then looks like just some trusses here that they have decorated with like 4th of July decorations. And that's everything that I've noticed for the Jaws celebration. Yeah, we used to get on the ride right over in this area here and head off that direction. So pretty cool that they're doing like a 50th anniversary. I'll see if I can find some of the 50th merch when we go back to the shop at the beginning of San Francisco. So let's head over that way and look at some of the merch. So they also have a merch shop here. They kind of took over the candy store that was here. They have a little display here. Jaws 50th. What else do we have? Some props from the movie. Also have stuff over here. Jaws hat. Visit Amity Island tank top. Your shirt. What's going on over here? Visit Amity Island. The Jaws Little People set. Another orca boat that actually does float in water. That's fun. Another Jaws shirt there. Jaws hat. Amity Island shirt. What is this? Oh, it's a little like bag. This hat's kind of fun. And you also can't hear it, but they're playing like radio music, like radio things from Jaws over here. What else do we got? Another little photo op. Those are the shirts that I showed earlier. They have some more props and things up there. Again, here's that other photo op. Stuffed animals with Jaws. Different hat. And a shirt. And I think that's just about it. And this coffee mug. $2.75. And a blanket. And I think that's everything. So yeah, now we're gonna go to the other store over in San Francisco where they always have the like old school movies and see what they have over there. So let's go ahead that way. I almost missed these pins. We're visiting the island pin there. That's a cool pin. This one's cool too. So a lanyard, keychain, spoon, water bottle holder, lunchbox. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. All right, now we're gonna head over to the other side. All right, and my suspicions were correct. We've made it over to the other store over here, and they do have a big Jaws 50th selection as well. They have this headband. It's fun. Beach towel I didn't see before. Ooh, this other Jaws hat. Bite me. I like that. That's fun. Spirit jersey, another jersey. This is a fun cup. Summer 1975. This is also a fun shirt. And this is also a fun shirt. This is the back. Front says Jaws. I like that. I like that a lot. 50th Annual Regatta, I didn't see that before. What else? This is all Back to the Future stuff. Obsessed with all this stuff. My draws, except for here. Let's see, those are the pins again. This is fun. Some like desk stuff. That's also fun. It's Back to the Future stuff. Separate again, but Back to the Future is more my thing. Yeah. That's all the Jaws stuff for the 50th anniversary. Kind of a pretty big selection for the 50th anniversary, especially with there no longer being a movie here. I'm surprised. Yeah, there you go. That's all the Jaws stuff. I also wanted to point out that it is 35 years of Universal Studio Florida, now Universal Orlando Resort, but there's some stuff here. Coffee mug, tumbler, poster with all the original rides on it. Yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff over here. All right, now I think we're gonna go head over to DreamWorks Land and ET and maybe hang out there for a bit. But yeah, this is really all we came here for, so we'll see how the rest of the day goes. And we made it over to DreamWorks Land. Does look like it's going to rain though, so we'll see what we can get into over here. We also want to get measured for ET because we might be able to do that soon. So we're gonna go check that out and then maybe go run around DreamWorks Land a little bit. And just like I said, it's gonna rain, so everything's kind of shut down over here, but they had the Epic Universe Cokes here. So snagged one of those guys. Look at that. We're gonna be back there in 2 weeks. So very excited to go back, but had to snag one. Right, and we've worked our way back to the front of the park. We're now in Universal Suites. That's Wicked Treat Pops. Got some sippers over here. How to Drain Your Dragon popcorn bucket. Lots of cotton candy. Cookies and brownies.
I always skip that. She's like, what do you mean you skip that? I thought she meant the typing thing. I was like, I never did that. Yeah, she was like, she was very confused. Yeah, she was like, skip it.
I was confused too.
I was like, oh, I have a meeting today?
I was like, Avery's old. Like, he just skipped it.
I ain't going. I ain't going.
That brownie looks awesome. Yeah, there you go, Universal Suites. Alrighty, we are making our way out of studios. It is starting to rain. We are going to walk through the new Super Nintendo shop on City Walk, so we'll walk through that quick. And yeah, probably call it quick on this one. This is just a quick trip out here just to check out some of the new merch and the 50th stuff. So let's head over to City Walk and see what there is over there that's new. I lied, quick change of plans. We're going to make it right here, head to Islands. Because there's How to Train Your Dragon live action merch that just debuted over at Islands of Adventure. I believe it's also at Epic, but again, we're not going there for another 2 weeks, so we're gonna go take a look over here and see if there's anything good. So let's head to Islands now instead. And just like that, we've made it into Islands of Adventure, where the adventure begins. And we're gonna go head over to the store right over here on the right-hand side and look at the How to Train Your Dragon live action merch. But yeah, welcome to Islands of Adventure. So I'm 0 for 2 with lying on this trip. It's not at the front of the park. It's actually over at the Lost Continent. So we're heading our way over to Lost Continent right now. Cutting through Seussland and heading over there. The other thing that I saw that was I kind of forgot happened this week is you're not allowed to smoke in Universal Parks anymore. So there are a ton of like no smoking signs around because you can only smoke outside the park and City Walk now. So it's another new change. But yeah, heading over to the Lost Continent. We've made it over this way. King Julian's just out here dancing. But this is what we're trying to get to. The How to Train Your Dragon area. Just for the live action version of the movie. So we're gonna go check out what they have over here. And there are actually a couple photo ops. So this is a toothless photo op, and then there's another one on the other side. And then past the toothless photo op, they have some props from the movie. It's coming out June 13th. So Hiccup's costume and Astrid's costume. Right there. And Hiccup's axe. Hiccup's shield. Astrid's shield, and Astrid's axe. There's a prosthetic red tail back there, and some other things. Pretty cool stuff. And this is going to be the merch shop where all the How to Train Your Dragon live action merch is. They have this little dragon thing over here. And then they got some toothless merch. Some other live action merch over here. This doesn't look as much like here we go. Some more stuff over here. Some of this stuff I've seen over at the Isle of Berg. Like that shirt there. I also think there's some other stuff that's probably more exclusive. Toothless clock figure. Card set. Action figure. Pillow. T-shirt. Yeah. Some pretty cool stuff over here. I do think some of this merch is repeated, but some of it's new. Yeah, it's a cool little thing that they did over here. Double hand marketing. We got Epic Universe marketing and also the new movie coming out. So pretty cool. All right, now I think we're gonna head out of Islands and head back to City Walk because it is now like raining. So we're gonna go do that. Alrighty, and we have made it into the Universal Studios store, the newly expanded Universal Studios store. This is like the corner entrance that we walked through right now, which is Jurassic World and How to Train Your Dragon and Marvel merch. And then the stores connect back to the Harry Potter area. So we're gonna go head that way and walk into the new store. So we've made it over to the Harry Potter section. This is the doors that is closest to like Voodoo Donuts. And it used to just end back over here. You used to hit that back wall there and there was a register there and that would be the end of it. But now, we travel in through here to the newly expanded Universal Studios store. They also have this new wand display. The other one. Commander.
Did you see the characters?
These are all the old ones. Yeah, pretty cool. But we're gonna make our way this way into the new section. It's having the lighting in here because it's so new. It's all butterbeer merch. Butterbeer, Love Potion. Pretty cool. Lots of butterbeer merch. What's this? Pumpkin spice, pumpkin juice sipper. And then this is like
We're gonna go into Harry Potter.
all Super Nintendo stuff up here. And this is near the front, so this is like the AMC's right out that door to the left. You can see there's a lot of Mario stuff in here. Because they know they're going to sell a ton of Super Mario merch. So, let's see. What do we got? The Mario Kart popcorn bucket, Star popcorn bucket, Toad sipper, the Yoshi stuff. Bowser Jr. I'm interested to see if they have the Donkey Kong stuff here. Oh, yep, look at that. Had to walk a little bit earlier. Yeah, the Donkey Kong hat. But do they have all the basic character merch? This is regular Super Nintendo World stuff. Donkey Kong Country, this is what I was looking for. What do we got? We got the hoodie. Got the hat. Got this shirt. Yoshi stuff. Donkey Kong Country mug. So one thing I wish I would have bought is the Donkey Kong Country stuff, and now I might have to. I kind of like that shirt a lot. Decisions. There's a lot of stuff in here. Universal Trophy, Mario Kart Grand Prix. Saw that at Epic. Princess Peach line. More Super Nintendo World stuff. Mario sweatshirt. Mario hat. Some more fresh. Yeah, this place is huge, and it has a lot of the merch that we saw at Epic, which is cool that you can get the Super Nintendo World stuff here at least. So, pretty cool. I like the expansion a lot. I'm happy with the way it came out. I think it's fun. So, yeah. And I think that's going to do it for our quick trip out to Universal Orlando. To see the City Walk, to the Universal Studios, see the Jaw stuff, see the How to Train Your Dragon area and aisle. So I think it was a really, really fun day. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know this is quick. I know we didn't do any rides or anything, but that's also just the way it is at Universal Studios. Can't film. This storm is starting to look like it's getting worse and worse, so we are making our way out of here. But thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. Again, got Disney Cruise coming up, Royal Caribbean Cruise coming up, Disneyland coming up, Hawaii coming up. Tons of fun things in the works, so definitely want to hit that subscribe button so you can see that when it comes out. See you on the next one. Bye.